Test, test. Welcome back to the Legacy here in Fenton, Missouri, as we're set to take on our second match of the day. We're here to take on Blue Steel Blue, as Reagan will send this one forward, and Allie will find Greta. She'll push it down the left side. Tipped over. Greta's got it. Allie with the slide to Cam, and that's going to go too far. No touch. First point will go by way of Blue Steel. This Blue Steel team took on their sister club, Blue Steel Black, in their first match and lost in 2. If you're just joining us, we lost our first match in 3 as we lost to Club 4 in our first match of the morning. And there's a big smash from the right side, southpaw for Blue Steel, and they'll go up 2-0. That girl needs to go back and watch Grover and Sesame Street and understand an over and under, as that serve went under the net. 2-1 now in favor of Blue Steel. Greta will go to the middle. Push to the middle, and that one will come gap left. Greta lays out for it, but unable to get a good platform on it. Reagan up to Allie. Allie will feed it to Jane. She'll tip it up over the block and get the kill. Cam will shoot it back right. Libero gets it up to her setter, and that one from the outside, too hot for Kennedy, as that was headhunting for her. She got her paws up to defend her face. That's about it. 4-2, Blue Steel. Greta will watch that one sail out of bounds. Wave bye-bye to it. Allie will put that one just over the top of the net and down for the ace, tying us up at 4. That one will sail too long for her and give Blue Steel back a 1-point lead. Greta will get that one up to Liv. She'll find Jane with it. That's going to go on the outside of the antenna. Tough one off the net. Reagan stays with it, gets it up to Liv. She'll find Zoe Parks. Cross court. This one's going to come from the outside, down the line. That's going to go off some hands. It was out of bounds, but they called a touch. So that'll be a Blue Steel point, 7-4. Another low line drive. Greta plays it up to Liv. She'll get it to Zoe. Zoe goes gap right. Libero lays out, plays it up. Tipped over, and Zoe Davis hangs in the air. And she'll put that one down. Taking us to the Hines 57 score. Jane will send it back middle. Libero plays it up. From the outside, cross court. Reagan got a platform on it, but sent it all the way over and out of bounds. Chloe up to Liv, back sets it to Zoe Davis. That goes all the way to the stands. And starting out kind of like we did against Club 4 with a lot of miscues. Ball's hit out of bounds. Chloe to Liv. This one to Zoe Parks. That's going to get tipped off the block. That one over the block. Chloe plays it up. Liv gets it to Greta. This time Greta turns on it. Sends that one down the left side. Reagan will shoot it left side. Quick set to the right side. Zoe Parks picks it up. Liv gets it to Greta. She throws it back left corner, but throws it too far. 10-6. Chloe up to Liv. Zoe Parks will hit that one through the block. Cut that lead to 3 for Blue Steel. And Kennedy will come in to serve. She'll go at it back middle. Setter's going to push it to her outside. That is rejected, double wall as Allie and Cam go up and put that one back quick. Kennedy sends that one back right. Libero's going to have to free ball it over, nice and high. Kennedy's under it. Allie with the slide to Cam. She'll power that through the block and down. Lead cut to 1, 10-9 here early on in set 1. Kennedy tries the right side, sprays all the way over left from behind the 10-foot line. That's going to sail out of bounds. Reagan watched that one go out, 10-10. Kennedy off the top of the tape and down for the ace. And a 1-point lead for your Rockwood Thunder. Set to the middle, that's push deep. Reagan plays that one up. And that's going to go to Greta. It's going to roll down the net and fall back down on our side. Tie us up at 11. Kennedy will play this one forward. Allie's under it. Greta will go around the block, played up by Blue Steel. From the right side, that's going to go out of bounds. That was a horrible override by the up ref. That was completely out. That was a terrible override. Reagan up to Allie. That one comes back over. Cam plays it. Blue Steel will get that point and go back up 2. That one over to the right side. Kennedy plays it up. Allie gets it to Greta. She'll dump it over. From the right side, or outside, Kennedy's got it off the tip. Allie feeds it to Cam. Cam's blocked. Chloe picks up the rebound. Allie gets it to Greta. Will tool that off the block, and that'll go off the pole and be a Rockwood point. Take us to, should be 14-12. Maybe it is 13-12. Greta sends that one back right deep. Free ball coming. Let's do something with it, girls. Kennedy to Allie with the slide to Cam. Too far. And now we're at 14-12. I think it is 15-12. Doesn't look like their deal is working. Let's see if they move it to 15. Nope. It is 14-12. Okay. And the girls will take a look at that one and wave to it like a cruise ship leaving, as that one sailed on by. 14-13. Bid that one bon voyage. Cam will try the back right side. That'll spray off the top hands and go all the way back to the wall. We're evened up here in the middle of set one, 14 apiece. Cam to serve. She goes short right, gets the ace. 2 in a row. She'll try seam left. This one's picked up. Quick set to the middle. That's going to go off of Cam. It was out, but went off Cam. 15 all. Short serve. Greta squats down and gets that one to Allie. And then Jane gets up over the top of it. Tools it off the double wall and gets the kill. Allie served back left. Pushed over to the outside, off the block, and over towards the bench. We're tied at 16. Knuckleball at Reagan. That one will spray off her into the next court. That one will go gap between Jane and Reagan. Low driver. Greta plays that one up. Liv plays it over in 2. To the outside, into the net, and that'll cut that run. It's 18-17 Blue Steel. That was that southpaw that had that run on us earlier on in her first rotation. Only gave her a couple this time. That's good. Chloe will send it left side. It's going to get pushed over the outside, tipped over left hand. Chloe's got it. Liv pushes it out to Greta. Goes over the block. Back row picks it up. Joust won by Zoe Davis. Blue Steel tips it over. Zoe to Liv. Back sets it to Zoe Parks, and she'll put it down the line, tying us at 18 apiece. Chloe serve, left side. Hanging in the air, the middle gets it. Chloe will squat down, play that one up. Greta will get it through the block and tipped over. Zoe Davis. Liv has to play it one hand. She's going to get called in the net. And that'll put Blue Steel up 1 again, 19-18. Chloe. Liv gets under it, gets it to Zoe. Zoe's going to find the net with it. We're down 2 as we roll into the back third of the first set. Reagan squats down under that one. Good choice by her as that rolled out of bounds. Should be 20-19. There we go. They got the score right. And Reagan back to serve. She'll send it back middle. Setter with a quick one to her middle, and that's a big kill by the middle as that went down on the 10-foot line on the right side. Not much Liv could do with that one. (21-19) here, first set in favor of Blue Steel. Chloe to Liv. She'll just turn and dump it, and middle got some hands on it. That is knocked way long. Lead cut to 1. Kennedy will come in to serve. They're getting things figured out at the scorer's table. Don't believe it has anything to do with the score, probably just the change of players, rotations, all that good stuff, making sure they get all that squared away. Yeah, looks like they got it figured out. And we're ready to go. Kennedy back to serve. Down 1 here as we need to roll some points through. She'll try the right side. Setter has to tip it over. Reagan plays it up to Allie. She gets it to Greta, and Greta goes up and finds the old Hertz donut. Ties us up at 21. Kennedy will send it down the right side. Ooh, there's a big hit from the right side of Blue Steel. Recapturing the lead, 21-22. There's an easy one for Reagan. Up to Allie. Tipped over by Cam. Chloe will have to play the out of system to Greta. She goes down the right side. Tipped over, caught everybody by surprise, and that's unfortunate. That'll take us to 23-21 and a timeout from Gabby. We'll be back after the timeout. Now we're out of the timeout. Blue Steel serving up 2 here in the first set. Line drive, left side, Chloe gets it, and Allie will find Greta. Tipped over. From the right side, all the way across court. That's going to land in, and we're at set point. Reagan will dive in at that one. And Allie will turn and get the kill herself. Greta needs 2 as we're at set point. And I think that's a timeout from Blue Steel. We'll be back after that. All right, we got 2 set points to wipe away. Greta will send it back middle. Setter gets it over to her outside. That's rejected. Blue Steel does pick up the rebound. That's another rejection. That'll come all the way over. Kennedy to Alley. Cam will put it away. One down, one set point to go. There's another timeout, Blue Steel. We'll be back after that one. I think that was Blue Steel's last time out. Greta to the right side. Setter's going to get it over to her outside. Jane plays it all the way up and over. Quick one to the middle. That one off Kennedy, and that'll do it for set one. Blue Steel will take that one, 25-23. We'll be back to bring you set two here shortly. All right. Blocked at the net. Alley will play it up. Reagan will get the out of system to Greta. And Greta will get the kill. Oh. Kennedy will go back to serve with the 1-0 advantage here in set 2. Must win for Rockwood. If you're just joining us, we lost the first set, 25-23. Greta will take it cross court, and that's going to go just out of bounds. And that'll put us tied at 1 apiece. Kennedy will play that one forward. Allie gets it to Cam, and Cam will find the opening there in the back right corner of the court. Greta will take this one, seam right, played up. Blue Steel pushes it to the right side, and that'll come off the block and out of bounds, tie us up at 2. That one will find the net. Give the advantage back to Rockwood as we'll see Cam come in to serve. There's an ace for Cam. Taking us to 4-2. The winner here will go on to face Rockwood Navy right after this. The loser is done for the day, and I believe has a chance at a couple matches tomorrow. That's all showing TBD. That one is going to come around the block and down, and Blue Steel not going to let us get away from them in too big a hurry. As it's now 4-3. Greta up to Allie. She'll get it to Jane. Jane throws it in the middle. Diving effort by the libero. Big swing by the middle. Finds a bigger chunk of the net. And that'll give Rockwood the 2-point lead. Allie gets the signal from Gabby. She sends it down the right side. Setter, quick push to her outside. Greta picks that one up off the block. Zoe Parks dumps it to the libero in the back. Spread around a little bit, tipped over into the Hertz donut, and Greta does a fantastic job of picking that one up. Left-handed tip over the block, and no one's getting to that one. Low line drive. Reagan lays out to get that one, but sends it all the way over and out of bounds, and we're at the old Highway 55 double nickel. This is that southpaw that gave us all the trouble in the first set, and Jane's going to be rejected at the net, and Blue Steel will go up 1. Need to break serve on this southpaw here. That one comes left side. Jane plays it up. Greta gets the out of system back to Jane. She dumps it into the middle. The middle picks it up. And that one's going to come cross court. And nobody able to pick that one up. We're back at the old Heinz 57 score, down 2. That one's going to sail out of bounds, and Reagan will possibly take a swing at it, maybe lay off of it. Nonetheless, she never touched it, and that one sailed on past her. Taking us to the 6-7 score in favor of Blue Steel. And she's getting a little chuckle with her teammates, so I'm guessing she was probably trying to hit that. Chloe will try the left side. Setter gets it just up in the middle, so free ball. Chloe to Liv, back set to Zoe. And that one wasn't going to make it over. Zoe Davis tried to play that off as it was a pass to her, but the up ref was able to keep count. And that was 4. Look good though, Zoe. Good try. Chloe up to Liv, pushes it over to Greta. Greta gets all on top of that one, comes all the way over and won. And somehow ends up with Zoe Parks, but she's blocked at the net. That'll come down on our side. And the lead for Blue Steel is 3. If you're just joining us, we lost the first set by 2. 25-23. Got to win this one if we want to push it to a third set and have another match today. Chloe up to Allie. Quick set in the middle to Zoe Davis. Picked up back middle. Reagan does a good job of laying off of that one last second and watching it fall out of bounds in front of her toes by the hair of her chinny chin chin, but she doesn't have any hair on her chin. I didn't mean that, Reagan. That one's tipped at the net. Allie will pick it up. Reagan gets the out of system over to Zoe Parks. And Zoe will tool it off the block and cut that lead back to 1. It's now 9-8 in favor of Blue Steel. Reagan will send it seam left. Setter gets a back set to her right side. Chloe will fend that one off. Allie runs it down, and Greta will send the free ball over. Tipped over and 1. Allie lays out to get it. And Greta will turn on it. Picked up by Blue Steel. Chloe. Allie. Greta goes down the right side, and that's in for the kill in a tie ball game, 9 apiece. Reagan goes deep middle. Setter, quick one to the back right side, and Greta rejects that. Reagan lays out to get that one. That's going to sail long, and that'll be a Blue Steel point. Chloe. Allie gets under it, gets it to Zoe Parks. She goes cross court, hits straight up to the ceiling. From behind the 10-foot line, Chloe will play that forward. Allie to Greta. Greta cuts it, but cuts it too hard. It's a game of inches. We're at the September 11 score. And as always, we thank our first responders and our military for safe. Bless you all and stay out of harm. Cam will put that one down as she gets the opportunity. Quick set from Allie, and we're down to a 1-point lead. Going into the middle part of set 2 here with a Blue Steel lead 11-10, and Kennedy serving. She'll try the right side. Setter pushes it back to her right side, and Greta got a hand on it, and Reagan diving at it, but neither one able to play it forward. Kennedy side steps that one up to Allie, and then Cam will tool it off the block. Greta will shoot it right side. That's going to spray to nowhere, and that'll be an ace for Greta in a tie ball game. Greta seam right. That's a big swing by the right side. And that one will go off Reagan and hit the pole. We'll line up down 1, Curveball at Kennedy. Allie feeds it to Jane. Jane goes pinball machine effort through the block. That one comes cross court. Reagan's got that one. Jane sends that one through, picked up. From the right side, that is going to go off the block and out of bounds, and a blue steel point. Reagan will dip down and get that one. Allie will send it to Jane, who goes back middle. Back over to the right side, cross court. Greta plays that one up, and then goes all the way over, and the overpass cleaned up by the right side. Timeout by Gabby, down 3, 15-12. We'll be back after the timeout. Back out of the timeout, down 3. Reagan will play it forward to Allie, who finds Cam, goes back middle. That one passed too tight to the net. Blue Steel unable to play it, so kill for Cam. Cam off the net, Libero plays it. Right side is absolutely rejected as Jane and Zoe Davis go up and send that one home quickly. The lead now is 1, 15-14 for Blue Steels. Cam serving another. Goes right side. Setter has to run a long way. Gets it to her outside, and that'll go off the block and down. Greta gets it up to Allie, pushed over to Jane. Jane switched to the left hand, comes back. Reagan gets the rebound. Jane will send it cross court. Tipped over, Allie has to play it. Reagan with the out of system, feeds it to Greta from behind the 10-foot line, and she puts it away. Allie serves, goes towards the Hertz donut. Libero lays out to get it. That from the area or outside will make its way through the block and down. The lead for Blue Steel's 2, 17-15, halfway through the first or second set. Reagan up to Allie. She feeds it to Jane, who pushes it into the back right corner, takes what's available. Tucked that one away nicely. Chloe in to serve. If you're wondering what that little dance was for, it's because the bench is on the same side as the up ref and not the down ref. Normally the scores table, which is with the down ref, is on the same side as the benches. So when substitutes are coming in, the down ref is right there, can see their numbers and tell the scores table who's coming in and out. As it is with this, the pole was in the way and the up ref couldn't quite see Chloe's numbers, so she was dancing around to give her a view of her numbers. Reagan has an overpass, but a big swing by the middle, found the net. So that one will go our way. 18-17 now, Blue Steel. Reagan serving. There's an ace for Reagan as she puts one into the Hertz donut. Tie ball game at 18. Reagan goes left side. Setter's going to push it all the way over to the outside, and Alley with a good dig. Reagan with the out of system, gets it to Greta, will dump it over. Cross court, Reagan got a paw on it, but nothing more. Chloe to Allie, back sets it to Zoe, and she'll hit that off the block. Chloe runs out on the overpass. Greta turns on it, but turned too far on it, and that one will go just left of the out-of-bounds line. Lead back to 2 as we're rolling into the back third here, set 2. A must-win for your Rockwood Thunder. Got to get this side out and get some points. Chloe to Allie, she finds Cam. Cam does a good job of peppering that back right corner. Timeout, Blue Steel, and we'll be back after this timeout. I'm sorry, they said that went out of bounds. It's 21-18, and that's a timeout for Gabby. We'll be back after her timeout. So that last one from Cam was called out. So that was a Blue Steel point. The serve will go out. So give a point to Gabby on the timeout. 21-19 now with Kennedy serving. She'll shoot it right side. Setter gets it to her right side, and that's rejected by Greta and Cam. And that's going to come over the head of Reagan and back into the back left corner. And there's another one that needs to go back to the Grover School of Spatial Awareness, as that one barely caught the bottom of the net. Lead is 2, 22-20. Greta serving. We need 2 in a hurry. She'll go gap right. Pushed over to the right side. That one went out of bounds. (21-22). Timeout, Blue Steel. We'll be back after the timeout. Rockwood down 1, Greta serving here in the latter part of set 2. Must-win situation to keep this moving forward. Greta will fight that one off. Good dig by her. And then Jane is completely rejected as that one came back on our side. And now there's no room for error. 23-21, got to get this side out. Kennedy and Reagan come together and get that one forward. Jane sends it back middle. Tipped over, and that's not going to go our way, and we are at set and match point for Blue Steel Blue. Kennedy up to Allie. Back sets. Cam unable to put a play on it, and that'll do it, guys. That'll do it for us today. That should be our last match today. We'll be back tomorrow someplace, sometime. It's TBD, not sure. I'm sure we'll have it out on social media. The girls will ref, and then we'll head home for today. But that'll do it for us today. Thanks for joining us.